Today in this quick video tutorial, we'll be looking at how lazy loading can optimize the performance of your web application significantly by looking at the metrics. Alright, so if you see here, I have this web application with different routes, right? So what I'm about to do in this video is I would like to call this route lazily. Alright, this one, right? So first of all, I like to check without using lazy, right? So I like to open this web app and I like to open the developer tool. For that, you can use Control Shift I and it'll open the network tab, and then you'll have to refresh the page. And if you see here, it's a main chunk, right? Main.js. And if you see here, it's 2.02 MB, right? So it's 2.02 MB. And if I now lazily load this about page, let's see what happens. And before that, I'll have to remove the build, this folder, right? That folder, and then again use npm run build. And then and before that, okay, I'd like to show you that how am I configuring the route. Here, if you see here, there's a route and there's nothing but just path, and then there's an element. All right, and this suspense is actually for the loading state. You don't have to use this one as well as for this tutorial, because we're just focusing on the lazy loading in this tutorial. Now if you see here, it's about, and what I've done is I've used about variable, and then I've used lazy function, and then the import, right? And that's it, right? And it is different from the normal import, right? It's a lazy import, and that's it. And now let's check what happens. So again, I like to refresh the page. Now if you see the main.js, it is 170.33 KB. Now see the difference. Before it was 2.02 MB, right? And now it is 170.33 KB, right? And now you have already seen a significant difference, or the significant change, when you use lazy loading, right? Now just a small page, right? But think about a large project where we have to use so many resources which could accumulate to more size. In that case, this lazy loading will have a significant change, right? So it can help to improve the performance of the web application very dramatically. All right, so that's it for this video, and I hope this video was useful, and I'll be making more video tutorial regarding React.js, Next.js, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so many things about front-end development. And until then, have a great day.